Hey, Steve and Veronica Kibler here, and today we are at Harpoon Harry's Crab House.
So join us for lunch.
We're going here and give it a try.
All right, so now we're on our way to Harpoon Harry's. We're on the Parkway, and we're going to go to 112 Community Center Drive in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
So it's a nice, warm, sunny, hot day in August. And so
It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
yeah, so we decided we were in the mood for seafood, so we're gonna try out this crab house to see what it's all about.
Harpoon Harry's. Man, it's in a beautiful location. You know, there's a lot going on in this area. It's not too far from the Paula Dean lumberjack area. And
The island, and then it's surrounded by hotels. So here we are, and it was pretty easy to find parking space because there wasn't really a lot of customers here today.
yeah, I was very surprised. You know, I figured, Sunday afternoon, place is going to be packed. We'll be waiting.
Yeah, that's what I thought so too, and I was pretty hungry, so
Yeah.
it was nice that we were able to find parking right away.
It's always nice when you pull in a parking lot and you can find a spot. You know, in this area,
This
it's
area.
full of tourists.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful location. The restaurant itself outside is beautiful. The entrance here, I guess they do collect coins from that fountain area there.
That they donate to the
Donate.
Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
And I like these doors. Look at these,
Oh, gorgeous.
these beautiful doors, and the design inside is pretty neat. It's it felt clean when we walked in, and looks like probably new fresh paint on the walls there at the top. Look pretty nice, and I
Yeah.
love all the carvings of the sea life here that we're looking at, turtles and mermaids, and then
They had bears and
eagles.
yeah.
And they had a really nice big bar. Just absolutely a beautiful, beautiful looking restaurant.
Yeah, it would make a great wedding venue or something like that, I would think,
The aesthetics of this restaurant were very impressive. And they have patio seating in the back.
Yeah, the hostess was taking us back to the patio. She just assumed we wanted to sit back there in the patio area, which would have been great, if you wanted to see out, see all the Pigeon Forge attractions and all that stuff. But when you're filming, when you're a YouTuber and you're filming, it's kind of hard when you're set by windows. It really affects the lighting of the camera.
Yeah, it really messes with the lighting. So we want to showcase the food.
Yeah.
And we asked if we could sit inside where there's not a lot of sunlight,
Right.
window lighting that will mess with the lighting. Here's another look at the beautiful carvings.
It's kind of like you got these hidden gems in there. You got like little turtles and other little creatures. Beautiful. I mean, they had this fireplace area. It was near the bar. And I think it'd be just a great area to hang out and with your friends and stuff and chit-chat.
And it's a really big restaurant.
It's huge.
It had a lot of rooms, different rooms. Again, little surprise. 1 in the afternoon on a Sunday, and we have a ton of tourists in town this weekend, and there was only like 4 customers there, including us, when we arrived.
4 groups.
4 groups, yes, 4 groups, 4 families or whatever you want to call them.
4 parties, whatever. But I like this seating area, and it's just, the decor is just fantastic.
They mixed the bear with the wildlife. I guess bears do eat salmon from the rivers.
Yeah, they like seafood.
And they had tables and they had booths, and the
It's
booths
nice big booth.
were very comfortable.
Yeah.
They do sit up a little high off the ground, so for me, being a little bit short, I had to kind of jump up there to get on the seat.
Yeah.
But they were comfortable once I was there. They do offer sushi. They had a sushi menu. We did think about ordering some sushi. Here's the main menu.
The tidbits are the kind of like appetizers and stuff. They had frog legs on there.
Yes.
I know my brother-in-law Greg loves frog legs.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I've never had frog legs.
I can't remember if I've ever had them. So
One day I might try them.
they had a lot of nice items to choose from on the menu. That is.
And I ordered the crab stuffed flounder from the sea section.
And I like to sample a bunch of stuff. So I got the Love of the Sea, which comes with clams, mussels, shrimp, and a half-pound of snow crab.
And
a sausage. Sausage and potatoes.
And corn.
And corn.
On the cob.
Yeah. And it was $55 for that sample or platter. Boil.
Yes. And so here are their specials. So some of these like all you can eat for one price. And they offered some desserts. And here are some of their beverages. And here's the sushi menu. We were going to order some sushi, but then as we read through the menu, we noticed that most of the items had the sushi the crab that starts with the letter K.
And that's the imitation crab.
That's the imitation crab, so it's not the fresh crab.
Usually made with like the pollock fish.
Yes, I was craving like seaweed wrap rolls, but I didn't see any that said seaweed wrap. Most of them came with that imitation crab or shrimp and cream cheese, and I was not really in the mood for sushi with a lot of cream cheese in it.
But you got your orange juice.
They did have orange juice. I like the ice cubes. These were they're not the regular crushed, and they're
kind of like a cubed, right?
Kind of like a cube. So yes, kind of almost a little bit hollow in the middle. So.
And I just went with water today with lemon.
So they melt differently. My ice cubes were really good on that juice, that orange juice.
I normally have my unsweet tea, but water just sounded good today.
Here's a look at the beautiful exposed wood and some picture frames.
Yeah. Had a lot of nice historic photos.
And here's my crab stuffed flounder, Alaskan flounder fillet wrapped around blue crab stuffing on a bed of rice pilaf with baby spinach and lobster sherry cream.
And here's my seafood boil.
Your love of the sea.
It came in a bag. I had to cut open the bag and all that to let all these pieces out of the bag. Yeah, I'm not used to having to cut bags open and all that when your food comes out.
And you accidentally tore your bib.
Yeah, I was going to put on a bib. They brought a bib, but when I was trying to break away the little bib tie thing,
you ripped it.
Ripped it from the other side.
You were too excited and tore it up, and so now you didn't have a bib.
The crab. We came with some butters, 4 different types of butters, just straight butter, and then we had a Creole and a Cajun and a garlic butter.
Yep. Yeah. And here I am sprinkling some fresh lemon juice over my flounder. And I was really excited to have this because I've been craving fish a lot this week. So I thought, this is going to be really good. And so I like to kind of, show here the stuffing of the
the flounder that was
the
stuffed
blue crab stuffing,
Mm-hmm.
and there it is. And I like to try the fish first by itself to see, how it tastes. So I'm going in for some fish without any sauce on it. It's seasoned. It was seasoned pretty good. And it tasted fine. It didn't smell fishy, so it was pretty fresh. However, I'm tasting the stuffing now, and it does have some of that sauce on top. And when I took a bite into it, it was crunchy.
You had an unexpected crunch.
I had an unexpected crunch. I was confused. I'm like, is there like bones from the fish? And then I thought, well, let me try this rice. And the rice kind of pretty much was kind of dry. It tasted like rice out of a box, instant rice that had been made maybe 3 days ago and maybe reheated in the microwave. And then I was thinking the spinach, I thought maybe they were going to prepare the spinach in some way and serve it on the side when maybe, I don't know, something like a little bit of a sauce or something. I do like spinach, but it tasted like it was straight out of the box, dumped onto a plate, not even rinsed or washed in any way. So I was a little surprised by that. And so here I'm going in for some more stuffing, because I'm wondering, okay, maybe I took a bite out of a fish bone or something the first time. And that's when I realized, okay, that crunchiness is coming from the rice. I think the rice is either undercooked or it's old rice, overcooked.
Or
reheated and dried out. Yeah. So I kept getting that crunchiness in that crab stuffing. And the crab stuffing tasted more like bread, more like stuffing than any crab in it. The sauce, which is supposed to be a lobster sherry cream sauce, tasted like it was cheese out of a can for like nachos. It was super salty, and it just tasted like cheap cheese out of a can. So I was very disappointed.
For the price you pay.
Yes, $26 for this plate. I did let the waitress know, and I showed her the rice, how it had the heart pieces in it and dried out, and she offered to bring me a different side order, and I said no thank you. I mean, if this is the first impression you're gonna make on an item at this price, I'm not gonna try to get something different. It was just not pleasant.
Yeah, now my seafood bowl, I got rid of the bag, and the bottom crab legs are now on top. And as you can see, those crab legs are really dark. I had never had crab legs come out that dark before. They always have a nice red look to them. This is a clam I'm eating right now, and the clam was good. I mean, it was fine. It tasted kind of like the seasoning that it was cooked in. The mussels were good. They were fine. Nothing wrong with the mussels. I love mussels. And, they were fine. I dipped them in a little bit of this butter. This is just what they were calling the straight butter. And the butter was okay. It's hard to explain, kind of like there's a little bit of a foul taste to it, kind of like the smell of bad feet, or stinky feet.
What you would think stinky feet would taste like if you tasted stinky feet.
Yeah, and that wasn't very pleasant. Now the shrimp, I put the shrimp in, with the shell on and everything in my mouth first. I like to suck out the juice, that it's cooked in, and that was good. The shrimp were fine. I went ahead and tried the garlic butter that they have there, and it was still that, I think all those butters, the flavored butters, were made with that butter base that kind of had a foul.
It might be a real cheap type.
Yeah,
butter.
Yeah, I don't want to be too critical, but it wasn't pleasant.
You like the garlic and the sauce, but the butter itself, you told me, wasn't that great.
Now the crab legs, and this is the one that looked kind of dark. That was I couldn't break it. It was so spongy. So I spent $55 for this boil, and I've had crab legs from all across the United States, from coast to coast. I've been to Joe's Crab Shack. I've been to Red Lobster. I've been to there used to be a place in California that was the Red Hawk Casino that that serve great seafood buffets, and I've never had crabs this hard to break open and get all the meat out of them. And I actually had to tell Veronica to stop filming because I couldn't get meat out. The meat didn't taste bad when I finally got some out, but I was very, very disappointed in the quality of the crab legs. I've never had an experience like this where the crab legs are so hard to get out. I mean, I've even been to Bubba Gump's up in Gatlinburg and in San Francisco, and the crab legs have always been really good. And I was very disappointed.
These are supposed to be snow crab legs according to the menu description. And when we asked the waitress about them, because we did describe to her, and we asked her, are these a different type of crab leg? And she was saying that they bring in
they get them from Florida or something
twice a week, and they bring them in from Florida. But
I didn't think snow crabs came from Florida.
And she was saying they might be a warm water crab leg, but we've never had crab legs that looked like that before. Or
she didn't seem to be surprised that they looked that way, and I was like, okay, well.
Now the corn was fresh.
The corn was fresh. It was a fresh corn. I've had frozen corn, and it's all mushy and everything. And this had a nice, the kernels were nice and firm, and that was good. I mean, there's a lot of good things. The potatoes were very good. The sausage was very good. The sausage was better than what I had at Bubba Gump's, as far as their boil goes. So there's positive things. I don't want to sound negative. The crab legs, which is the most expensive part of the meal, I would think, was not that good. And these sauces were not good at all. The butters, they were not good.
Well, again, if you start off with a very low quality product, no matter what else you add to it, might not make it taste good anyway. So
and I keep going back to this butter, thinking, oh, maybe I'm, missing. And I was like, no.
It was. I tasted it. It didn't impress me. It did not taste like butter to me. It was like some type of oil thing. Yeah, I was surprised. But it's unfortunate because the restaurant is absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful restaurant. I can see this restaurant, turning into a wedding venue and just having your reception here, and it'd be a beautiful, beautiful restaurant for that. But as far as the food goes, quality and preparation, we were very disappointed. We did communicate our thoughts to the waitress. There was no manager that came over and talked to us. But we said, if you are,
and the waitress did a great job. She was fine.
She was very pleasant. She was efficient. She, asked if we needed anything else to drink. She described the desserts to us. But again, it's unfortunate that we were very excited to try this restaurant. And we know people work really hard to earn their money and go on vacations and come to tourist places like Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. So we're wanting to give an honest opinion of our experience on this Sunday afternoon lunchtime in a summer day when we have a lot of tourists coming through.
Not a lot of people here, so it makes me wonder if at one time was Harpoon Harry's a really great restaurant, because it's so big. So if you've been there and you had a great experience, please let us know. Or, anyhow, if you've had an experience at Harpoon Harry's, let us know, good, bad. I hate to see restaurants not do well. I mean, our goal is to promote the restaurant and to give our viewers an honest opinion of a restaurant that they may want to visit.
Yes.
And I'd have to say Harpoon Harry's, I probably wouldn't go back unless somebody can prove to me that they've changed something and their food quality got better or more affordable. I mean, I've ate at buffets, not necessarily super nice places, but it's affordable and you get food that's better than what I got here at Harpoon Harry's this day.
Yes.
It was, we had such high hopes. When we walked in, we were so blown away with the beauty of the restaurant. We go, oh, this has got to be a fantastic experience. But, Red Lobster, Bubba Gump's, they all kind of blow this place Out on the water. Huh?
So if you like the videos and information we're bringing you, we sure hope that you subscribe to our channel. Give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, we encourage you to do so. Let us know. Leave a comment. We want to hear from those folks who have ate here or those folks who have thought about trying this restaurant. Let us know what you think. Again, we're just being honest on the place that we ordered on this day and giving an honest review of this restaurant. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for watching.